over in 2 seconds, guys. Alright, where to begin here? Good morning, everyone. Let's get that camera up. So yeah, joining us just as we're actually heading off on our next road trip. We're heading down to the Harrogate Warner shows this week. As you can see, Ellie's pretty full. I know we usually always laugh about how messy the van is, but I think we might just set a new world record for the maximum amount of clutter that we can actually fit into the van. There is a very good reason for this though. We will be showing you later on in the video why she is so full of stuff. But yeah, welcome back to the channel, guys. We actually meant to post this video last weekend. We do have quite an exciting video ready for you. Just about catching up what we've been up to. We want to give you a big updates about what's going on in our life this week, and just share this exciting weekend with you, I guess, because it's the first time that we've ever done this, and it's pretty exciting. First things first though, we still just need to actually finish packing Ellie. Would you believe it or not, we've still got loads of stuff to put in her. Wish us luck with this. Pile it up. Okay, so first stop of our road trip south, we actually just stopped off at our storage locker to pick up some of our books that we're going to be selling at the stall this week. We did organise it last night. I left a kind of a pile of them that we're just going to chuck into the van, but I did kind of forget how many we'd actually put in this pile. Take a look out the window.
That looks a lot more when you see it on a trolley. I didn't like that many when we packed it up in storage. And so much of it is also just like a bag here full of food that we need to put in the fridge, but our gazebo like goes the length of the van, so we can't actually like open the fridge to put it in. Yeah, we have a lot of random stuff in here, but if you're coming to the show you'll see why.
Okay, we're getting there gang. I think this might be a new world record for the fullest van of all time. But next stop, we're heading to Harrogate. We're going to the Yorkshire Showground. I think it's like the National Motorhome and Campervan Show down in Yorkshire, Harrogate.
Should we get the name right?
Yeah, should we get the name out? Hold this thought a wee second. We're supposed to be promoting it. The Yorkshire Motorhome and Campervan Show in Harrogate. There you go. We'll see you there if you're there this weekend. This will be going out on Sunday, and you'll have just come and watched us talk all about Scotland and come and visited us at our brand new stall that we're doing for Scotland Escape. How exciting is that?
Yeah, I'm actually really buzzing. I feel like because we've come back from our honeymoon and the sun is shining here, it's not even like we've come back to rain. I feel like spring is springing.
Perfect weather.
It is, and I'm so buzzing. Hopefully it's going to be dry down south as well for us setting up this stall, because to be honest I didn't really consider what it would be like to set it up in the pouring rain and wind, but it's going to be our first time putting together the gazebo. Campbell says he thinks it will take us about an hour.
Put it this way, guys. If it takes longer than an hour, it's not getting set up, because I will be locating the nearest river and jettisoning it straight into there, and we'll be doing it without a gazebo, because I'm not spending more than an hour setting up a tent. Oh, disaster! I've actually lost all power. She's not working. Guys. Oh, it stopped. It's working.
Okay. That was quite stressful. Guys, we've had a problem with the EGR valve kind of a few months ago, and they actually managed to fix it in the garage and kind of reset it, and it was like kind of working. But we actually haven't driven Ellie for a couple of weeks, and
oh, she's spewing black smoke.
Yeah, it seems like she's like,
oh, why today?
I know, it seems like she's having a bit of a nightmare again, so I've just like been frantically trying to call some garages to see if they can help us reset it. Everywhere is obviously chock-a-block, so I think my last resort is to contact roadside.
Yeah, we need to, can you get roadside on the bill?
Yes.
I just don't want to sit in a hard shoulder if I don't need to, like we need to try and find the next junction. Alright, it seems to have sorted itself. That was a bit of a scare, but like literally as soon as I pulled off the motorway it stopped doing it. So what am I going to tell roadside?
Well, I've been sitting on to roadside and it's just saying, sorry, we're experiencing a high volume of calls right now, please hold the line, for ages. And Campbell was like, seems to be fine, so
let's give it another shot.
We're kind of keeping our fingers crossed right now. We'll see how it goes.
Harrogate, here we come!
The joys.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. So we just park up there.
It's chaos.
Yeah, so we've just pulled into a little truck stop, kind of just outside Carlisle. That's where we're going to have some food before we hit the road again. It's been about 2 hours, and we've got 2 hours to go. But Ellie, touch wood, is behaving herself. So for lunch, we have got this big pasta tub that we made up before we left. It's just kind of like a kind of Greek pasta salad thing, would you say, babe?
I think so. I kind of. It's actually just inspired by all the salads and kind of pastas and lunches and things that we were having in Mauritius, and they were just so good and so like fresh and tasty.
Okay guys, so let's give you a quick little catch up of what we've actually been up to so far this year, because I feel like it's been a long time since we kind of broke everything down. And we were just saying where it was actually before the wedding was the last time we did a catch up with you guys about kind of like this, where we get some Q&As going.
I've actually pulled up my calendar because so much has happened that I was like, I feel like we're going to forget something. So, right.
All the way back to the start of the year.
We went around the Southwest 300 for a few days. That was really good fun. Then we went straight into Oslo, Tromsø, Helsinki and Tallinn. We decided to visit some new countries in Europe. We decided to fall in love with winter and the snow again.
We had hoped to see Northern Lights, but it was just non-stop clouds the entire time. But next time, we'll definitely go back and we can do it next time.
Then we arrived back, and that afternoon that we arrived back, we picked up the keys to our new flat.
Oh yeah, literally on the day, and then we were home for 2 days just kind of unpacking everything and sorting everything out before we then went to Shetland, which was the last time we actually spoke to you guys. Then after that we got back in, had a huge delivery of furniture and all that, spent 2 days again setting up the entire flat.
Literally 2 days again we were
before
home.
we then went on our next trip, which was across to Italy. We actually took another camper van all the way down to the Dolomites, which was like a bucket list place for us to go and visit, and just to see those mountains was absolutely insane. Then we went down to the NEC in Birmingham to do talks for the week, after which we went back to Glasgow.
And it was so nice. This was where we really realised that it's so nice to actually have a place just lovely to go back, kind of unpack ourselves, really reset. And that week we actually had a hospital appointment, which we've been waiting for quite a while now. But really this appointment was going to be bringing us a lot of closure on our baby loss and give us some information, because we did decide to go forward and have a post-mortem. And we kind of wanted to get some information, whether that be for like helping us in the future or helping other people in the future. And we had that appointment that week, so I feel like there was like a lot of anxiety building up on the lead up to that.
I think one of the main factors of the anxiety was like, it was the day before we went on our honeymoon, which was kind of like a coincidence, because the day that we found out that we were going to lose our baby was the day before we went on our honeymoon.
It all kind of timing was weird.
It felt like it was going to be the same thing again, or like we had some kind of trauma behind that. We did get some very good news.
We did. We actually we had thought that the baby was a baby boy, but we actually like kind of had confirmation that actually it was a little girl. So we've kind of gone with halloumi, shortened Hallie.
The halloumi story is basically, we always called Gemma's bump halloumi because she'd eaten too much halloumi, and that's why she had a bump when we were in Greece. So then halloumi will always be my baby's name. Halloumi, we halloumi care.
But the good news is, I guess, that came from this is they told us that this is like, there's nothing to worry about in terms of us
moving forward.
Like that, I think that was like a huge anxiety for us, is we were like, is this going to just happen to us in like every future pregnancy? It's really hard to kind of shift that trauma, I guess. Yeah,
but I think hearing that news and then just taking the time to actually just kind of process it, and like as I said, that's why we had such a busy start to the year, was like we wanted to just make sure we spent time doing things that we loved doing, not to kind of take our mind off it, but just to remind us that like we can still continue to live the lives that we love, and that it's not the end of the world, and like we can move forward with it.
But I think something that has just been so important for us, now everyone's really different in how they deal with things, but something that's just been so important for us is just talking to people about this. We've been really lucky to have like such a great support network through our family and friends, but something that is also really useful is the use of BetterHelp and therapy. And BetterHelp is actually the paid partner of today's video.
Yeah, you guys know we've actually been using BetterHelp for the past couple of years now, and like for any kind of stresses that we've been going through, such as like setting up our businesses or just going through this like proper traumatic experience, it has been so helpful just to actually have someone to talk to that's not just like us. Like we talk all the time, but we almost share the same brain anyway, so it's like it's good to have someone from the outside to kind of give perspectives and ways of actually processing like what's happened to us, and giving us advice on like how we can actually move forward with it. So if you don't know, BetterHelp is an online therapy platform that makes getting professional help easier than ever before. What they basically do is they can match you with a credentialed therapist based on your specific needs and preferences, and then when you actually have these sessions with them, you can do it with video call, voice call, or even just a chat, whatever you find the easiest and most comfortable way of talking to somebody. And with over 1,000 therapists in their network, it's so easy to find the perfect fit for you, and you can change therapists as many times as you want with no extra cost. I actually did it right back at the start, didn't I, where it didn't quite click with my personal therapist, so I just asked for someone different, and then the second one I found, I've been with them since then. And so if you do want to give BetterHelp a shot, we actually have a special discount code just for you. All you need to do is go to betterhelp.com and then select our channel name, Highlands to Hammocks, from the drop down menu, or you can just go to the URL which I'll put on the screen right here. It's betterhelp.com betterhelp.com/Highlands, and it'll give you a special discount off of your first month with BetterHelp.
And you can join us and over 4 million other people who have taken that first step to lead a happier and healthier life. But after that appointment, the next day, as Campbell said, we were heading on to Mauritius.
Which, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll know exactly where we went to. I absolutely loved that.
We did. We actually chose Mauritius back when we first found out I was pregnant, because it was one of the places that's like supposed to be top for a honeymoon, but also a pregnancy safe destination because there's not any like malaria risks or anything. Now we did this, we actually just didn't film anything. We took a few photos on our phone, but we didn't really carry our phone around much. No. We just got stuck into Duolingo. We've both been learning Scottish Gaelic for nearly a year now, and we were actually just able to have like conversations with each other because we were just going like so ham on our lessons.
Yeah. Reading my book. I've never spent so much time reading, just meditating, journaling. Really, just the objective behind it was just to like completely de-digitize, not become reliant on social media, completely take a detox from that, and also just get bored. Was my objective. I wanted to come back bored. One thing that I actually ended up doing was completely changing my entire life plans, because as you guys know, I've been training for a marathon. I did a half marathon last year, and this year I'm actually training for a full marathon come the end of May. I'm actually doing it in memory of little Halloumi. I'm raising money for a charity called Simba, which really helped us out actually in the post process of giving us like this beautiful little memory box and just being really caring and supportive
and we actually for us. Recently learned that like the fundraising that has been done for this, like quite close to home, like our friends rugby club, I went to the Galentine's afternoon tea, and I found out that actually the money raised from that event, like previous year, was actually what funded our local hospital to have these memory boxes and things like available.
So we benefited directly from it. So I found it really important to be able to actually go and raise money. I'm actually going to put another QR code on the screen right here. If you can spare a couple of £, I'm trying to, even just £1, 50p guys, I'm trying to reach £500 and I'm about £180 into it so far. I know that you guys are so lovely and so caring that, you know, you would bend over backwards to help anybody. So I'd really appreciate it if you could just chuck a wee pound on there for me and let's try and hit that target together. But I've also decided that I'm going to get into triathlon training. So this year, after the marathon, I'm going to go and do a triathlon with the goal in 2 years' time to do a full-blown Ironman. I'm putting it out there. Watch this space right now. I'm actually looking at a time we do need to hit the road again soon.
So
because
let's get into the questions when we get there.
Yep. Alright, that's the sign we're looking for. Motorhome show this way. Oh guys, the time portal hit again. We left here Scotland at 8:30 this morning. It's now 3:30.
How?
It's taken 7 hours to drive a 3.5 hour journey. I don't understand either, but we made it. We're here. Blue Gate's this way, so we're going down this way. Okay gang, so we made it. We're getting everything unloaded, so we're ready to set up our stall. This is our space here. Little 3 metre by 3 metre stall. Kind of indoors, which is really good because we're passing over some rain clouds on the way down to here. I'm just so gassed to actually get this set up and have a look at what it looks like. We got this custom made gazebo just for this show and for all the shows all summer. Is that me? Yeah. Is that you? You threw something? And yeah, I'm just really excited to actually get it set up and see what it looks like. Ta-da! Also, what do you think of the new merch, guys? I love this. It's so comfortable. You gotta look the part here at the shows. Okay gang, we're getting there. How you feeling, baby?
I'm so hungry. Like, so hungry. My belly is like on Mauritius time, which meant that I was awake at 4:30 this morning, had breakfast early, we had lunch at like 12, and then now it's nearly 7 o'clock and I've not had anything to eat since 12. I'm so hungry.
Oh, we're getting there though.
Look
at this.
It's looking really good.
Look,
actually.
We've got our sign, shelf. We still need to buy another table. We realised we only brought one table, so we're going to go and buy one there for tomorrow.
We're a bit short on like, I think we didn't anticipate how much space things would take up, but I'm buzzing. I think it's looking like really, really good. We have lots of bits and bobs on sale.
Sneak peek. Ooh, exciting.
Coming very, very, very soon, which is very exciting. So we're opening pre-orders at the show.
And also, guys, I don't think we've shown you this in the vlog yet. Dig, do you want to hold one of them up? It is a map to go with our World Atlantic Way book.
It is absolutely cracking. Look at the size of this.
Look at that.
Woo!
Pairs perfectly with your destination Atlantic Way. Just like the North Coast map does, and the idea of that is just to kind of show exactly where the locations of all of the sites in the book are, and make it really easy to plan your trip. We're buzzing, we've got a full table of stock here. Finally, we're actually going to need to get more tables if we're going to be releasing more books.
That's true, actually, we're running out of space. Can I show you something really exciting? Because we've had people asking many, many times over the years if we were going to sell the nodding Ellies.
The OGs will remember, Ellie.
Where's the light? She's not nodding. We have them, we finally have them. And we've got them on sale at the show.
Yep.
Might check
And
them
we'll put them up on the website as well, guys. If you want to get one, check out our website. I'll actually put a wee link in the description, but if you are coming to Harrogate, then you'll have seen them as well. But I think the plan is now, we had planned on being super healthy this weekend because marathon training. But I think a takeaway is in order. I'm not going to lie. I think we still need to go and actually park up somewhere.
We haven't made the bed. We haven't tested whether we have gas, and we haven't topped up water yet. Oh, we thought it was such a great idea to like come and do this like straight after our honeymoon, and I was like, we'll have everything organised before the honeymoon, but obviously it never goes like that. Like, never goes.
We're not organised, guys.
Oh, I'm tired, guys.
Let's go and get some dinner.
Oh.
Okay. We got it with the help of Tash. Thank you.
No worries.
Putting out fires.
Oh,
right, we'll see you later.
Oh, we're all fed and watered, full of energy now. It is getting late though, so I think we're just going to wrap up this video with a few of our questions from our Q&A that we put out on Instagram.
So excited for this weekend to get started though, guys. Like, we're absolutely buzzing, but yeah, it's very late.
The stall's looking good.
I know.
Excited.
Yeah.
So, right. Quick fire.
I think we need to address the elephant in the room, I guess, which is like there's been a lot of questions about the apartment and like what it means for actually the future of our travels, I guess.
Which, I mean, we have been wanting to have a base for a while, and I guess becoming pregnant, we were like, okay, like this is the time. Let's find something, and we actually were really, really lucky. Like, there was a lot of demand for the place that we were going for, and I actually can't believe that we got it.
Yeah.
That was back in November, and we were actually in Germany at the time where we got the call. We put in the offer, and then we got the call, and we were just like, oh my god, like we actually have a place. But we didn't move in until January. That was just going to be like a nice little place for us to bring baby into the world. And although things have changed, that is, I guess, still the long-term plan.
Yeah.
Is like, now that we know that we have that place, that when that does happen for us, we will have a safe little cosy house to bring a baby home to. But it is not the end of van life, guys. Not the end of van life. We actually leave on a really exciting van life adventure next week. We're hitting the Isle of Skye, we're hitting the Outer Hebrides, we're hitting the Northeast 250. So van life is very much... I
think we worked out it's actually the longest trip that we're going to be going on in Ellie since Ireland.
Yeah, like actually like...
In terms of like
a road
being
trip.
in Ellie.
Yeah.
Because since Ireland in 2023, we've been like here, there and everywhere. So this is going to be the longest trip we're going on since 2023, and I'm so excited for it.
Which is kind of crazy to say when technically we live in a we live in a van, but yeah,
it's just what happens when you get
like abroad trips and so much has been going on.
And we got the office, and then Ellie filled her MOT and everything like that. But yeah, far from the end of van life. What we can see the future being is more kind of like these trips where we go away for like a month or so, and then when we come back home we can actually just relax in a base whilst we kind of create the content and stuff like that from the trips, and then obviously write new books and also launch and run our camper van rental business for Scotland Escape. So that's why we wanted the apartment, basically.
And honestly, guys, it has been really lovely. Like, we've had
probably less than 20 nights. I'd say we're coming up to about 20 nights.
I'd say we're coming up to about 20 nights, and it's just been so nice, kind of in between adventures, just to have this place to just go, where you just don't need to think about filling up water or in your toilet, or like, is where I'm parked okay? Like, I love van life so much. I've like, grown up with camping and caravanning, and we both have, and we have loved living in a van.
Yeah.
We will still go on long trips like that, but it's just been so nice. It's so nice to have this wee place that, yeah, we've kind of been able to make our own. And that is actually a question that we got, is like, what is the theme for your flat upgrades? We're minimal, shall we say?
I would say I want to
minimal.
go for like
Yeah.
I guess cottagecore meets Swedish, northern European. So you know,
Yeah.
like Scandi kind of style where it's very minimalistic, but also warm and cozy.
Yeah.
That's the style that I'm going for. I hate clutter. So I'm not I will not stand for any kind of clutter, but also I want things that make me happy to look at. And I think we're nailing that so far.
I think we are, yeah. And we've been able to keep her pretty tidy.
We will
so
actually
far.
film a full apartment tour if you're
Yeah.
interested. If you're interested in that, let us know in the comments if you want to see like when we're finished all the upgrades that we're doing for the apartment. If you want to see that, then let us know.
Visiting Scotland for the first time in July. Best hidden wild swimming suggestions, please. Not hidden, but one of our favourites is always the Meeting of the Three Waters at Glencoe. You just can't beat it.
Although there is a few hidden spots around there. See if you just actually spend some time kind of walking up the river, you can actually find more pools that are a bit more secluded than the one right beside the main road. That's the Meeting of the Three Waters in Glencoe. It's that really scenic viewpoint that we always kind of go to that overlooks the road. You can see the mountains in the background, and we've been there a few times in the snow and in the ice. But yeah, you can find little hidden spots around there as well, I would say.
Yeah. Isle of Skye as well. I mean, everyone flocks to the fairy pools, but if you go off on your own little adventure, you'll find some beautiful hidden pools. How many roly-polies can you do from one side of the house to the other? Haven't tested that yet, but I'm going to guess...
Well, we actually talked about this earlier. I want to hear your opinion,
yes.
guys. What is a roly-poly? In my mind, a roly-poly is where you lie like a sausage and roll sideways. But you said...
I thought a roly-poly was just a forward roll. So, we haven't
I'll be able to do a lot more of my roly-polies. If I tried to do that kind of roly-poly, I would break my neck, break my legs, and also smash everything in the apartment. So I think I'll be doing the sausage roll kind.
That's true. Ooh, where is the next book adventure? Well, we've already teased this with you guys. This might be why we are going back to the Outer Hebrides and the Northeast 250, because you guys know we like to take all of our own photos for our books, and we are a few short. So we are heading off there to get... These books have been in the making for a while. As you know, last year we brought out our logbook and we've been bringing out our new maps. But actually, like, book-wise, we've just kind of been waiting for the right weather window, I guess, as well.
And we were so busy with the wedding planning and then everything else that happened last year, we just didn't have time.
Quick battery change there, it died on us. Clearly we've been chatting too much. Yeah, last year we were actually just talking about that today on the drive down. We were talking about, like, everything that happened last year. It was a mental year.
Yeah.
We were... I mean... This start of this year has been the same, but we were literally bouncing from thing to thing.
It was a great year.
It was amazing.
It was a great year.
It was busy though, so I kind of looked back at it and I was like, no wonder we got the bare bones done of these books and not like actually getting them out and published.
Yeah.
Which
but we're thinking, so we've got Outer Hebrides coming out, that's going to be coming out around June time.
Yeah.
And then we've got the Northeast 250 coming out in July. We are actually launching both pre-orders for these books at the show because we want to do like a kind of bundle deal. And we want to give a good discount, but also if you keep an eye on our website or if you join our mailing list, which I'll put a link to in the description as well, then you'll be first to get the kind of lowdown of when these books are going to be released, and we'll be able to give you a good kind of, I guess, launch deal on them. So if you're planning a trip to Outer Hebrides this summer or to Aberdeenshire in Scotland, then these books are going to be fantastic for you.
Yes, they sure are. Would you ever come to Gloucestershire / the Cotswolds? Would love to meet you both. Yes, we definitely will. And we've actually been talking about the Cotswolds a lot recently because we would really love to spend some time around there. We're hoping that maybe on our way to some of the shows this summer, because we're actually going to be at, like, speaking at all of the Warner shows and having our beautiful gazebo at the Warner shows this summer. So there's one every month, and yeah, they're kind of spread out across England. So we would like to try and like stop at some of these places on the way as well, and we'll just need to make sure Ellie's not quite as cluttered, I think, for that. We'll need to find a bit more like a management system of like where we put everything, but we would really love to spend
just
a
need to
bit
put it
more
on the
time
roof.
down there.
Yeah, roof box.
I'll also put a little link to what shows we are going to be at this year, because we do have a document where we like have all like discount codes for tickets for each of the shows that we're going to. So drop that as another little link in the description too. What is your favourite part of Scotland? Mine is Glencoe and Loch Ness.
I've got to agree with Glencoe. Glencoe's an obvious answer for us. Like, again, meeting at Three Waters, but like also just book a little more, waking up at that little spot that you guys know we love. But apart from that, I would have to say Torridon. Like when you're driving through the kind of Torridon region between like Torridon all the way up to Gairloch, up in the North Coast 500, it's just insane, guys. Like the views every single time we did it, it was just mind blowing. Just how big the mountains all are.
We love it. We love it. We are actually planning a North Coast 500 adventure this summer as well, which is exciting. We always like to get one of them in every year, don't we?
I know.
In fact, it actually wasn't that long ago. We were only up there in October. What's your favourite spot in the new flat? For me, I'm just loving having water. Like, see, being able to go in and wash my hair and not being like really super conservative and like in the way you are in the van. You're trying to like get all the shampoo out your hair and like, is it all out? I'm gonna run out of water. It starts spitting at you. I love just being able to go for a shower and not stress about that.
You even went for a bath?
I did. I went for a bath yesterday after my 16k. I did a nice bath. There we go. Had hot baths and cold baths. But actually, Campbell got me for Christmas one of those like little bath trays. And the night before our honeymoon, I was just like, read my book, had a
candle on
and everything. It was like really lovely and like really zen, which. Yeah, kind of things that you can't do in a van.
Yeah.
Nice.
My favourite spot, I've got to say, is just the kitchen. Like, I've actually built my own little kind of spice rack up on the wall that's got like loads of different spices, and it's just being able to actually have the space and the kind of equipment. Like, we've got like an air fryer, food processor, really nice chopping board, really nice set of knives that I absolutely love. Yeah. And just being able to like whip up some absolute bangers. We've done some really tasty food in the flat, haven't we, so far? So I just love being able to do that. And I love being able to wash the dishes and leave them to dry overnight and not needing to actually dry them and put them away.
That's been nice. And we started off like drying them, and then we were like in a hurry one night and I was just like, why are we doing this? Like, we don't have to do this. We can just leave them to dry and then put them away dry in the morning. And we did it once and we were just like, we've
literally just discovered what it's like to live indoors, guys. So it's like, it's a whole new world to us.
Oh my god. What country would you most want to live in besides the UK? If you're an OG, this might be quite obvious, maybe.
Yeah.
But Australia. We love it over there. I love the Gold Coast. We've spent numerous times over there. We actually had an apartment in the Gold Coast for a while I was on a nursing placement. And then Melbourne, we actually lived in Melbourne for like 6 months.
Melbourne's my favourite place, possibly.
Loved it.
I just love the vibes. I love the free public transport you can get around the city.
We just loved
always stuff
the weather,
to do.
The weather in Melbourne was just like amazing because you had it hot, but then you knew that the heat didn't really last long and always had like a cold burst.
It was good.
Australia, we just love it over there. Right, let's do one more. What is next for you guys?
Well, we did say like, so we've got this road trip planned, but like, as I said, it was a chaotic start to the year, but we do want to spend a lot more time just kind of slowing down. From May onwards, our year is looking a bit kind of empty, but I'm actually...
Watch this space.
I know. Oh, no.
But it is, like,
no, please.
We're really trying to
slow down
and make sure we're just, like, spending nice quality time with friends and family, like, we're around for things.
But then also have
trips
flexibility to go away in Ellie for like more like holidays. Yeah. So it feels like instead of just being in a van all the time, what I really enjoy about it, especially coming down to here as well, like it's because we're not used to living in Ellie anymore. Whenever we do go on a trip, like next weekend to the Isle of Skye, it feels like a holiday. Yeah. You know, it feels like we're going on an adventure.
I know. We're not gonna, we're gonna do a lot of our work before we go, and then obviously we'll have to do some eventually over there. But yeah, for like the start of the trip, we're like, no, every day we're just going to be like out exploring.
Let's go and do it.
And
it feels like a bit more of a vacation. So that's what I'm excited about. Yeah. And then after that, we don't really have any more plans. We're just going to be kicking about. About Scotland, we do have another couple of big books that we want to try and get out before Christmas.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it's just really just going to be focusing on Scotland Escape and really trying to get that set up so that everyone can have the best camper van rental.
Yes, we're really buzzing. We have been working really hard behind the scenes and amongst the chaos on that, and we have some really big plans. It is exciting. There are things that I've never seen other camper van rental companies do that we have in mind and we want to do, and we're trying to work out the best ways of how we launch them and things, and it's just very, very exciting. So watch this space. And if you're coming to Scotland and you won't need a camper van to rent, you're near Glasgow Airport,
Scotland Escape, baby! But yeah, I think we'll just sign this video off now, say goodnight, and if you are coming to the Harrogate show, we hope to see you there tomorrow because we're so excited for that. But yeah, thanks for watching this video, guys, and we'll see you again in the next one. I believe next week we're going to be putting out our big adventures down to the Dolomites, which was amazing. If you are actually thinking about somewhere to go in Europe, then make sure you tune in next week because it is a big one. But again, love yous all. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.
And hopefully we'll see you on the road.